I knew this day was coming. I knew that as I continued to review 16-bit superhero games, I would eventually get into Batman territory, playing Batman games that I absolutely abhor. And that's where we're at. This is Batman Revenge of the Joker, which was going to be released back in 1992. I think I have some kind of, just ordered this thing on Amazon, and it's like a new sticker on a repro cartridge or something like that, of a game that I don't think really made it to market. I understand that there is a Genesis variant of this game, which is slightly different, and there was also an NES version of this game. I think they were called Return of the Joker. I don't have those. I don't know if I want to get those. Because Revenge of the Joker for the Super Nintendo is terrible. Oh my god, this game is bad. First of all, you know I have this issue where if you're playing a Batman game and all you're doing is running and gunning and just shooting constantly, there's a problem there. Now, I overcame my objections and prejudices against that idea when I played the terrific Adventures of Batman and Robin for the Sega Genesis. I love that freaking game. But it took me a long time. This is terrible. This game is a run-and-gun game with generic bad guys, tiny little levels that are insufferably difficult and frustrating, and there's silly collision, there's lots of crazy sort of things that just pop out right away and bash you and you're dead, or you'll miss a jump because the clunky animations and the silly, sloppy controls just are so damn cheap. It's a cheap-ass game. And it just doesn't feel like a Batman game. I actually like the sprite of Batman. He looks pretty cool. I like the colors. Although the title screen makes it look like this is an old Batman, like it's in the future or something. He looks old on screen. It's weird. But there really doesn't feel like you're in a Gotham City or any Batman world. It feels almost like they tried to make a Mega Man game and then they kludged in like a terrible variant of a Mega Man game or a copy of a Mega Man game, and then they kludged in Batman sprites and Batman weaponry. I mean, he's got this, like, it's the C-bomb, I don't know what it is, but it shoots at a bad guy and then it explodes all around him, and it's just, like, so destructive and awful and so anti what Batman stands for. This is a guy that is, like, so not going to pick up a gun, you know? And then they have these heinous guns that just devastate the bad guys around you. And there are, you know, some of the weaponry is kind of leaning in the Contra direction, which is so crazy for Batman. And it can be fun to devastate a bunch of bad guys on screen, don't get me wrong. But there just doesn't seem to be any solidity or any kind of real tactile sense of what is working and what isn't working. Every once in a while, you'll jump on this weird Batman hoverbike thing with the bat face on the front of it, and you're blasting away at like the silliest bullet hell you've ever. Like, there's just so many pink dots on screen and these little floating Tinker Toy type robot things that are just sort of hovering in the air. And it's just chaos. It's just absolute chaos. It doesn't look like it was designed. It looks like there were just elements slapped in. We've got like this, you know, industrial sort of level here. We've got a snowy level with a snowman that a bomb will erupt out of his head. And, you know, these gargoyles will just flash with lightning and suddenly get you. And you'll run into objects and think that, okay, I can jump over this, but no, you're dead immediately. Or suddenly a huge chunk of drones will come out snake-like and they'll just devastate you right away. You're constantly being killed quickly and cheaply, and it's because the levels are short. You know, once you figure out the silly, opaque kind of systems in the game, it's kind of easy to smash through some of these levels, and you realize that this was aborted for the right reasons. This is a terrible, terrible cartridge. And here's the biggest disappointment about Revenge of the Joker. You finally get to the Joker, and he's just in this giant robot face, which is kind of a cool effect, but you see him for just like a few. It's just so bad. This is a terrible game. I take some pleasure in the fact that I own this weird game, but I'm never going to play it again. And I've been playing some excellent 16-bit superhero games, excellent games that I absolutely adore and love, which feel contemporary and feel valuable and feel like they're super fun. This is not that. This is not that, and I didn't expect that when I created this exercise of diving back into the past and playing all of these superhero titles that I would love all of them, but it is quite shocking how bad some of these games got, especially because a lot of these mechanics were fleshed out and ironed out in 8-bit games. You know, we had good NES scrolling superhero experiences, and Maybe that's a tip to a future series that I might put together. But God, I'm never playing Batman Revenge of the Joker for the Super Nintendo again. You guys tell me, though, if I should check out Return of the Joker. I don't have that sucker. I'm going to give Batman Revenge of the Joker a 3.5 out of 10.